needs a little black book when you have the black book? Packed full of young studs and racy ladies, there's an abundance of sought-after numbers in here. I'm Heather Vitale for Harness Racing Update, and we are on to day 2 of the 2020 Standardbred Yearling Sales Company Auction. As potential buyers thumb through the famous black sales book, checking out breedings, in a couple of years, we'll see a now familiar face on the track whose name will be popping up on these pages as Bettor's Wish joins the Diamond Creek roster. I hear that you are, quote unquote, leading the charge on this new Bettor's Wish deal. Tell me about how this came about.
Yes, Heather. We have been huge fans of Bettor's Wish, specifically since he won the Rooney there in Yonkers, beat a good horse that we had, Blood Money. And I swear the horse has 3 lungs. We are thrilled to have him come to the farm. He is excellent to be around. He will be great in the breeding shed. He serviced, I believe the book was about 80 mares there in New Jersey last year and had great pregnancy rates. And although he is a ridgeling, we expect that he's going to make a major impact on the breed.
How did this all come about with Diamond Creek getting him?
Well, fortunately, Adam Bowden had horses with Chris Ryder in the past, and everybody knows that Chris and Nicola are the easiest people to get along with. So we've always been close, and essentially they came to us last year when they considered retirement, and we discussed fertility and that kind of thing, and they decided to do the training, racing, and stud duty, and they did it well as I've ever seen. Most stallions can't do both. You know, they struggle on the racetrack when they're asked to do both, but he was able to do very well this year despite that, and that speaks volumes for him. So we were fortunate enough for them to come back this year and have a discussion, and Eric Cherry, who bought into the horse, is going to support him with his full mares, the strength of his band, which is becoming the biggest and one of the stronger pacing broodmare bands. And Eric was instrumental, his relationship with Adam, to make the deal happen. And we just want to thank Art Zebrod and all the other partners and Chris and Nicola for the opportunity.
Okay, now how much money am I going to have to borrow from my parents if I want to breed a mare to Bettor's Wish?
Great question. Key question, and I think he's aggressively priced. We're going to keep the stud fee at $10,000, which he was last year, despite all that he did this year. We believe in giving value to the breeder so they can make money when they sell yearlings. And we're going to syndicate the horse. I expect we'll sell around 50 or 60 shares. And basically, it's a $40,000 payment for a share. But if you want to pay over 3 years, it'll be $45,000. And we encourage anyone interested in getting in on this syndication to contact the Diamond Creek Farm office.
Did you just give me an exclusive?
Yeah, this is the announcement. We have not told anybody, and we haven't done any formal press release, so we like to give Heather those opportunities.
While future stars are taking center stage in the sales ring, there is so much happening behind the scenes. A Broadway production doesn't hold a candle to the prep it takes to put on a sale of this size. You know, they say the show must go on, okay? So we're not in Harrisburg, we are in Timonium, but it's all good, right?
Yeah, it's been a challenge, but it's been a great sale so far. Been a lot of good people here and everything's good. Yep.
What are some of the responsibilities that you have to put together a sale this big?
Oh, I do all the layout charts, work with the consigners on that. I do all the contacts, get all these supplies and such ordered to bring in, and line up a big crew from New York that comes down to help me set up and do all the setup work. And it's basically from scratch to finish.
They say that you are the man with a plan and you know how to do these things, like put together these huge sales. It's just so time consuming. I mean, so this is what, November? When did you start putting this together?
Well, once we found out we couldn't have at the farm show building, I work on it year round, but I had 6 different locations that we could have went to after we were told we couldn't go to the farm show building. So actually the last 2 months has been 24/7 basically, trying to get this all put together. The staff here has been wonderful that works at the fairgrounds, and as they stated, we needed them, but they needed us also.
That's always a good situation, right? Yeah. So how are you handling the pressure? Because, of course, something like this and the weather and everything, you look like you're pretty relaxed today.
Yeah, after once we got it started, that makes a big difference. Once yesterday, and we had a good sale yesterday, and the people and the consigners have been wonderful. I mean, they've been understanding and enthusiastic, and it's been a challenge, let's put it that way. But I get either I'm feeling a little better or I'm just numb right now.
Well, I can tell you, it always helps when the consigners, are understanding, and that's got to be huge.
Yes, it was huge. It's huge, especially after we had the incident with the tent going down. You can really see what a family is with what went on. I mean, everybody pitched in, from buyers. John Butenschein was crawling around on his hands and knees in the tent, helping us get horses out. And it's just a great industry to be in, and a great group of people.
Now, before we go on and I tell you about some big priced yearlings from today's sale, I just want to give a quick shout out to Green Manalishi and his connections and thank them for sponsoring my reports from Timonium this week. Green Manalishi is standing at Tara Hill Stud in Ontario in 2021.
Green, deep green, with Green Manalishi, a Muscle Hill millionaire. Green Manalishi, a prolific son of the legendary 2009 Horse of the Year and the sports leading sire for the past 5 years. Green Manalishi unleashed his venom early and often throughout a major league career. A natural money machine who quickly developed into a relentless, long-striding Grand Circuit star. A $500,000 winning freshman, Green Manalishi dominated the William Wellwood Memorial.
Green Manalishi, second on the outside, smart as hill, then Okeanos in between. The William Wellwood Memorial Final, a piece of cake for Green Manalishi.
Oh, he's special. He trots beautiful. He acts like an 8-year-old out there. He loves his work, and Marcus and the crew's done a great job with him. So he makes me look really good out there.
Green Manalishi continued to add to his wow factor, taking a mark of 150 3/5 in an elimination for the $1 million Hambletonian, and went wire to wire in the Canadian Trotting Classic. Green Manalishi, an instant professional and successful son of Muscle Hill. Get in on the ground floor and head to the penthouse with your own green machine. I can't miss Green Manalishi. Green Manalishi, standing at Tara Hills Stud in Ontario.
The auction sets sail in a big way with Nautical Hanover, bringing a price of $180,000. Hip number 160 was the first horse to walk in the ring on day 2. The Captain Treacherous colt out of Naughty Marietta was consigned by Hanover Shoe Farms and went home with trainer Tony Alagna. Later in the sale, hip number 410, Ivory Hanover, saw the gavel slam down on a price of $170,000. The Better's Delight filly was signed by John Nils Florin. Hanover Shoe Farms also made an impression on the trotting side with hip number 340, Champagne Hanover. The bar-hopping filly was purchased by Lynn Curry for $140,000. Another trotting filly showing off with a high price was hip number 178, Peerless Hanover. This Cantab Hall daughter sold for $150,000 and will be trained by Trond Smedshammer for Wanda Policini of Purple Haze Stable. Tell me about this filly. What did you like about her?
She was one of my picks out of the whole sale, actually, on the floor. I mean, the page is just mediocre, but she was like my second choice for individuals. So, I got outbid on everything yesterday, and today I got lucky enough to get her.
So is she one of those fillies that you actually go to the farm and you check her out before they come here?
Yeah, I went to Hanover last week and I saw all those fillies, and obviously there was a few of them that were in her category as far as individuals, but some of them had better page and brought a lot of money yesterday. So this one I was able to get.
Yeah, so you're happy with the 150 price?
Well, I'm happy I got her. I would have liked to get her obviously for a little bit less, but I'm happy she's ours. Yeah.
How do you like what's going on here in Timonium? I mean, we're so used to Harrisburg. This is such a change. I'm grateful the weather is better today, but what about the setup? I mean, how are you maneuvering everything?
Well, like you said, with the weather like it is today, it's easy to maneuver around and look at horses, but like it was the last couple of days, it wasn't. So I think everybody was missing Harrisburg earlier in the week.
But you're having an overall okay sale, and are you staying here for the rest of the week, or what's your schedule?
No, I'm just going to stay for the rest of the day, and I don't usually stay for the mixed sale. And tomorrow I only have a couple, so we'll see what I end up with if I need any tomorrow, but I'm going home today.
A Blue Chip Farms consigned trotting colt also turned heads as hip number 301, Heroic Story, a son of Chapter 7, brought $145,000. Heroic Story is the first foal out of Banquette and was purchased by Rayo Linyendel. We've still got one more day to go for part one of this sale before moving on to the mixed part later in the week. So if you want complete coverage of the sale, all you have to do is go to harnessracingupdate.com. I'm Heather Vitale. Thanks for watching.